It's April 9th and it's snowing again. So let's make the best of it and go metal detecting. Alright, here's how I have my machine set up. 0 mode, iron discrimination set to 42, sensitivity at maximum. So I decided to come into the woods from the main park for a few different reasons. In the wintertime, or in the springtime as it is in Northeast Ohio now, there's not a whole lot of foliage on the ground. It's easy to swing your coil and move about. There don't seem to be as many ticks as well, and you don't have to really be so precise with your hole digging when you're in the woods. You should still fill them in, but it just doesn't have to be as neat as in the park. Here's an 80-81. Seems to be pretty small. Right here. Let's do a live dig and see what this is. Probably a penny or dime. That is a modern dime. One of the good things about detecting in the woods is that there's very few signals. So when you hear a signal, it's likely to be something. The bad thing is there's not many signals. So you could be swinging out here for quite a while and not find anything. But, you know, we're giving it a try today. Dime number 2. Shotgun shell. This is interesting. Some kind of parachute device. I have no idea. 9/20/2019. Does it open? Nothing in it. I'll have to look that one up and see what this goes to. Perhaps a hobby rocket set. Someone was having a water party here. What a shame. Well, I'm back in the park and I got one heck of a signal. Reading in the high 80s to mid 90s. Not terribly big. Right here is where this is. So let's try to dig this. See what we got. Oh, it looks like it's going to be something large. Okay. Huh. That is some kind of old, I don't know if that's tin or what that is, but it's some kind of container. I thought I had a good one there. That was a nice signal. So this was a high 80s. I don't know what this is. Let's set up the camera here, and I'm going to try to recover whatever this is. Maybe go in with my tools so I don't totally destroy it. Okay. That's what it is. It is a camper. Is there a date on this thing? It couldn't have been in there that long. It's not that deteriorated. Well, we have us a camper. Wait a minute. Is there anything in here? Dirt. Okay. Just popped a 1944 wheat penny. That means I'm going to have to start circling out from where I'm at. Modern dime. Roosevelt. Nickel. Dime. Dime. This was reading a little bit higher than a quarter, and it's a US dollar coin. Right on the surface. Here's a fishing lure. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, if I don't find much more today, is bring my metal detector around this pond and also maybe throw my magnet, my new magnet that I mentioned a few videos ago, and see if I could find anything. There's a free fishing bobber. There's another free bobber. Well, I'm certainly not going to need any bobbers the next time I go fishing. Here's another one. Bobber number 4. And what looks to be a goose egg. I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to be pecked by a goose. First quarter of the day. Well, this bobber's probably been here for a few seasons at least. Probably still works, who knows. Alright, there's another one. Right there, and what looks to be a snail shell. Have to wash my hands when I get home. Bobber. Another car. Here's my second wheat cent of the day. Looks like I need to start circling. 2 quarters came rolling out of this plug. It's a painted rock. I find so many of these things. No label on that one. 5 more cents. Glasses, minus the glass. 10 cents. Another Roosevelt. 5 cents. Jefferson. Dime. There it is. Ring number 99. One more to 100. Boy, I dug a lot of pull tabs and pennies and clad coins to find this. It doesn't appear to be made out of any precious metal that I know of. Probably copper. Has some cubic zirconia in there. Oh, wait a minute. That might have been gold plated at one time. Yeah, that does look like it might have been gold plated. I'll search it to see if there's any markings, but we'll keep looking. Nickel, 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 nickel. Surface quarter. Dime, dime. Soldier. Quarter. Another quarter. Nickel. Nickel. All you local detectorists are doing good on the high tones. I only found a couple quarters, but you all need to be digging these mid-tones to find some gold. Here's a surface find. It's a bracelet, non-metallic, nickel. And here is ring 100. It rang up in the silver range, so I suppose it's possibly silver. Nothing better than popping that center out like that. So yeah, I think this is possibly a silver ring. Possibly. I will have to clean it. Don't know what to think about that. I'm happy. I wish I could see any proof marks in there, but there's just too much dirt. Let me try to clean it up a little bit right here and give you an answer. To me, it looks a little blistered on the interior. I'll shine it up, but I think I'm going to call this, before an investigation, silver plated. But nonetheless, it is ring number 100, and that was my goal. Here's the good, bad, and the ugly after about 5 hours of searching. Got a few rings, I think a dollar coin and some other items. I'm going to clean this stuff up and we'll see you on the cleanup. Before, after. So what do we have here? We got a John Tyler dollar coin. Always nice to find a dollar coin in the ground. 2 wheat pennies, which absolutely, this one, a really good level of detail came out after I tumbled it. And that is a 1944, and then this 1956. This one was a little bit chewed up. Speaking of chewed up, there was a fair amount of zinkins, that is pennies. I think that in 1983 they started to integrate the zinc into the penny because the copper was worth more than the face value, and that gave us zinkins. Zinkins are a problem for metal detectorists because they show up on your machine in a wide range, from mid-range all the way up into the, what a dime or a quarter would be in the high tones. And they just rot to pieces. Here's another example of a zinkin. And then this one here, the copper plating on it just completely deteriorated, leaving nothing but a zinc slug. So we try to avoid those, but they're out there. Having a look at this wheat penny here, the one that turned out really good after tumbling, I decided what I'm going to do on another video is take this little group of wheat pennies that I have and see if I could turn these into this right here. Now, why waste the time to do it? I just want to see. I want to see, like going in a time machine and seeing all those old wheat pennies look like they're new again. Now, I don't typically tumble the wheat pennies if they have a reasonable patina on them. I kind of save them. I don't know why, but I do. These ones here are pretty far gone, as you can see. So it's not going to matter to tumble them. And besides that, they're only wheat pennies. So let's get on with the rest of the video. We got the 2 rings that we're going to put into the ring box to make 100, and a brief cleanup with the rest of the things that we found. Really quick, a painted rock, a broken car, a toy soldier, a RV camper, 7 bobbers, a bracelet, a shotgun shell, a fishing lure, the dollar coin and the 2 wheat pennies, the stack of coins, and the 2 rings. This one is gold plated with obvious fake stones, and this one is silver plated. So let's get them in the box. Let's do this. The gold-plated ring, right there. The silver-plated ring, number 100, right here. What does all this mean? This is 7 years of metal detecting. I found 100 rings. That might not be a lot for some, possibly people that live by the ocean and have good areas, and they detect every day. I know some people that are able to, and I wish I was one of those people that could do this all the time, but I work and I simply could only do this on the weekend. So if you want to know on a recreational basis rings that you might find, this probably give you a good idea. Then you add in the fact that all these rings came from local parks that are hit hard all the time. Always seeing other detectors there. So if you're in a competitive area, this is likely what you can expect. What's made up here? 5 of the rings are gold, 20 of them are silver. So that's 25% of the rings, of course, are made out of precious metals. Not terrible. Some of them have precious stones and other things. Some of them are antiques. There's some nice gold-plated ones that don't fall into that gold category, that are very vintage. But I'm happy with it. Well, I couldn't wait. And here we go. They're tumbled. At least now I could read all the dates on them pretty good. Don't worry, I mean, I looked and made sure there were no 1909 S's in here. These are all common. So that's that. See you next time.